Alright, this short video is on how to make a power pole styrofoam tray. First thing I like to do is just cut off the edges of the tray. To me they're a little bit of a waste, but I'm going to keep that round edge for the camber for my wing. I'm going to sand that down, sand off the rough edges, get it smooth. Next thing I'm going to do is mark my fuselage, make sure that my motor sits in there on the same plane as my horizontal stabilizer where that's going to go. Next thing I'll do is mark my styrofoam tray, and there's my horizontal and vertical stabilizer, my two wings. I'm doing a little bit different plane this time, and now that I have everything cut out, and you want to cut those out with a utility knife. If you have a styrofoam cutter, you can cut your fuselage out. Next, I want to make sure my blade, I tapped it down on my motor. It's good and tight. Maybe put it on the corner of a table. Now I'm going to use the foam cutter, and I want to make sure I barely cut enough to put my motor in. I want that nice and snug in there. And I'm just using the styrofoam foam cutter that we have here. And you can see my engine sits in there, and the further back I can get it, that will really help with the balance of my plane. Next thing I'm going to do is put my wings together, and I really need to find the center there because I have to make sure I find the center of my wing so it put it right on my stabilizer. I'm just going to tack it with a couple small bits of glue, and you can see I have an angled attack there on my wing. Next, I'm going to use the straws underneath to support my wing. I didn't cut a hole in my fuselage or glue it. I just put a little hole in there. Next, I used some zip ties to tie the wire, and now my plane is just about ready to go. I just have to put my landing